it's a bit easier to 100% the things in Spyro 1 because you have that little option with sparks that can direct you to where you're missing gems. Wait, I didn't get a gem from you? Ah, there we are. 100% of the Artisan's World as well. Thank you for the Sparkies. Yeah. I like how I started playing with keyboard and I just went back to controller. Controller is just not the ideal way of doing it. Because it's a very real possibility that on the keyboard you're not able to use sparks in that regard. Unless they actually have a button for inventory. But I didn't see it. Control scheme, keyboard controls, jump, spacebar, charge, fire attack. Guidebook is tab, point to treasure. Oh, okay, that's P. Okay, so the P button. I know anybody that was watching this knew the keyboard controls probably were telling me to just look at the options. Probably. Town square we go. But ideally, I would still recommend using a controller for this instead of mouse and keyboard. I really wanted to try mouse and keyboard because, hey, if the Insane Trilogy did it correctly, then the Spyro Trilogy should do it correctly, and they did. You could literally walk around with WASD and press space, and then just do left and right click for charge and flame. Which let's temporarily go back and move the mouse for the camera. Let's temporarily go back to mouse and keyboard and see about this, because the only caveat here that finding out that the P button does the point to treasure, which is only necessary if you're trying to 100%. It's not a necessary game mechanic for you to do, which I tend to not try to use it unless I've gotten majority of the things and I'm trying to finalize that 100% to complete the thing. The thing being the level. And we've rescued Nils. He is a sculptor.
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the right stick to get a good look.
I do like the fact that the subtitles were on automatically. That's nice. Yep. I think it's some sort of skill point of getting all those bulls or not getting all those bulls. I can't remember. Yep. Glide. Though you could also do left shift for charging as well. Because I think actually right clicking for charging is probably a little awkward. Just a little tiny bit awkward.
Thanks, Spyro. I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing.
Oh, that cake says thanks, Spyro.
That you get your longest
I think.
glides by pressing the jump button at the very top of your jump?
I did not know that. Got 10 of you guys now. That's a bull. And that's Matador. Wait, nope, I got that wrong. That's backwards. Nee. Yeah, I know. Wait, I think it's just charge into them. Oh yeah, that's a skill point. You just charge into them. You don't flame them because they do that. That's the skill point. I'm definitely not getting that. The skill point is don't, because you don't kill them if you do that. You just get them stuck. Leaf on the wind. Another achievement. Yay. Poopy. You just gonna stay down there? Yeah, while we're up here. Okay. Get back here. Oh. That worked? Okay. I'd never had that happen before where I do the flame breath as he's going back to his starting position and still work. He's dead. He's definitely dead, Jim. Alright. Cool beans. Cool beans. Cool beans in general. There's stuff over there to get, so I need to come back here. Because typically what I end up doing is ignoring most of the gems, trying to get him, so I just get that out of the way. Anything there? Nope. I probably should rebind that point to treasure button. Tab is the guidebook, so I can't rebind it to that. E used to do that. Because by default, that's just a weird option. But I keep forgetting PC games, for the most part, if they're properly programmed, they can rebind controls. Like, I can do point to treasure, do a secondary, or just change to primary. Is he used for anything? It is not. Actually, no, let's not do Z. Let's do... Oh, wait. What is one bound to? Oh, rotate camera left. Actually, hold on, not Z. Let's do control since my pinky's already over it. It's a free look, head bash, hover. Control is bound to that? Or is this just is this universal? Like, are these keybinds universal? Because I don't think you can head bash in the first game, because I don't see it here. Oh, there it is. F. F and left control. That's a secondary thing. Let's just remove that bindy. And let's make point to treasure left control. Left shift to save. There we go. Now I can point to treasure by just holding left shift. I've rescued Thor by Odin's beard. That's the wrong Thor, isn't it?
Me, Spyro. You can always check your progress by accessing the guidebook through the pause menu.
Thank you. And 100% this level. Oh, not yet. I haven't got you. I haven't got the skill point, though. Those are definitely not going to try for unless I remember them.
Spyro, did you see a man dressed in blue running around here?
Yeah, I already got him, boyo.
And he's stolen a dragon egg. You've got to track him down and get that egg. Run, run! I'm getting a little winded.
I noticed. Now 100% complete. Now we can return home. Town Square. I'm honestly remembering where the spots are, even though I am using Sparks already. It's probably a little bit cheaty to already use Sparks and get 2 levels 100% complete, but Sparks is there for a reason. To be my health bar and to help me find gems. You help Spyro stay rich, buddy. And probably get more rich than Moneybags does, even though Moneybags is not introduced until 2. And he's one of the better, like, comical... I wanted to call him a villain. He is definitely a secondary antagonist because, you know, he's supposed to be a douchebag that just takes away Spyro's money. We are entering Dark Hollow. We've already got 500 gems. And we haven't been playing that long, I'm pretty sure. Woohoo! Dark Hollow. You already know you're gonna tell me about those shields and how I can't flame them. The only flame that can get through a metal shield is a super flame, which I do not have. Hello, guy. Goodbye, guy. Evidently you don't path very far. I know that's on purpose to teach you timing. Yep. So far in our adventure, I've gone from keyboard and mouse to regular controller, PS4 controller specifically, and then back to keyboard and mouse. Because I beat the Insane Trilogy completely with mouse and keyboard, and it was fine.
Spyro,
I kind of want to do the same here, but
use the action button when you want to zoom in and look around.
Oh, your secret's safe with me.
And the player playing you. But I digress. I just want to see if I ever resort back to the controller, especially since making sure that it's upwards, that pointing up actually gets sparks to show you stuff. But it also shows you like it does more than that. Why is this not working? There we are. It does show you your stats for the level too and overall. Yep. Yep. I know. Yep. Got the key. No gems fell anywhere else, did they? Yeah, introducing big enemies. Ow, I got hit. Big enemies that you can't charge, or you have to do flames. Which, that guy below was a big enemy with flame armor, but his backside was exposed, so we had to
if you'd escape those annoying little creatures.
had to flame
of course,
his
they
butt.
wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Their metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of them.
Yeah. I figured that out already, Buster Rooney. I'm a smart little dragon. It's a waste of a chicken leg. I don't even know if that does anything, but I always like the fact that I can do that. Light my fire. So it gives me an achievement, at least on Steam. Yeah, if you don't actually use your shield, it doesn't protect you, you stupids. One thing I need to figure out is how you do that hover stop, which I think was added in one for like for the Insane Trilogy, for the Reignited Trilogy, to like give it a universal control scheme, but otherwise I don't think you could do it. I can't remember if it was added or not into one. I know you can have the small hover stop in 2 and 3. Spyro got a lot of his most notable mobility stuff starting in 2. Because 1 was literally a collectathon and just something Insomniac wanted to make and ended up breaking the bank. Darius.
Big enemies like this Gnorc with the club cannot be charged, but a quick flame, that should defeat them.
All Durgans have been found. Sparks, lead me to the gems, buddy. There's still more gems. Pointing this direction. Well, it's not over here, it's further. I think it's down below with that other statue. Oh, yeah, there it is. 100%. Yep. It's baffling to figure out, like, when you're a little kid and you're playing these games, these things just seem like the hardest thing in the world because you're a little kid, you're still learning. But when you play them as an adult, you just look back at them and like, oh, I can't remember why this was so, you know, hard. Why it took me so long to get through this one part, but when I'm an adult, it took me no time at all. There's the fact that you're not learning as much. You still are learning, but you know how to, like, problem solve. Like, when I played this, I think I was in 3rd or 4th grade, and problem solving wasn't my strong suit back then. It still isn't now, but it's better than it was. I like to tell myself that, at least. Oh, God. What happened? I think my cursor somehow got outside the window to my second screen. I have no idea how that happened. I'm running in full screen, so... Alright, I got these 4 100%. I think I've gotten to all available besides that little flight area that's over here, which I'm not going to do right now. I'll do later though, but I'll unlock it at least. Hop, skip, and jump. Another achievement. But yeah, I know I have to still do that, otherwise I wouldn't be completely done with this place, but I want to go do the first boss. The first boss, Toasty. Out of all 3 games, I'm sorry, but I hate the flying levels. I just think there's very little room for error. It's trying to make you to do it perfectly, and I get it. You're supposed to practice, and you're supposed to get it, and then practice makes perfect. But they're just not fun to me. They're the least fun parts about the Spyro games. And especially in 3, where you have to do those stupid races against Hunter. Yeah, those dogs forgot to take 2 hits. Boy, I'm surprised I didn't get hit. Yep. Rip. Oh, I got hit. Yeah, I end up having more trouble with this guy than I do the actual boss. Yeah, see, you homing attack me. You just gotta be quick with him, I guess. You gotta basically flame breath twice and know that you need to. Damn it! Damn it! So I guess they're not that hard. It's just if you're being overly cautious, they're pretty annoying. And you have to kill them if you want all the gems because... Ow. Don't want to die to fodder. But if you're being overly cautious, then you'll be hit, like how I was right there. But if you're not overly cautious, you're not usually hit. Got him. Got him. I typically just go over here because it ends up being a checkpoint. Because rescue Devin. You're a painter.
Gnasty Gnorc has put one of his most devious henchmen in charge of the artisan world.
Bring him on. I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro.
Are you sure?
Toasty has many tricks up his sleeve.
Such as dogs. There's Toasty over there, but we're not done yet here. Portraits. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Ah. Were these put in here because of the remake? Because that's one of the worlds from Spyro 2. I think the second world. Yeah, it's the second world, but well, the name escapes me right now. I think that's one of the future levels in this game. That's a bunch of crystals. He looks ominous. Same thing. Hey, V-Sync on. Why is there still screen tearing? And there's that we came from with the balloon guy. Or, well, we haven't come from yet. That's where we're gonna go. But I need to get back here because I'm pretty sure I skipped the doggo. Or I did not. Yeah, and when you don't have sparks, which I need to see, there's like a butterfly thing that I can get. You can't use that point of treasure, which makes me sad because, you know, it helps me find things. But I don't think I need any help. Okay, that almost got me a death. Fantastic! I couldn't move or do a double flame. There's my first death of this game. How did my cursor get out of my full screen to my second thing again? Is that what happened? Weird. Oh, bye, Toasty. And it's just sheeps on stilts. Or a sheep on a stilt. Hey, how did you still get me? How did you still get me? Oh, whatever. Burnt toast. Now we can return home. Well, very clearly, it's not over yet. Very clearly, it is over. And that was the first boss, and that was the first world of Spyro 1 of the Reignited Trilogy. Now we're on to World 2. Mostly because I really don't want to do that whole flying level. I really detest flying levels. I really do. Especially since I know I'm not going to get on the first try and I'm going to be on there a while. So I'll come back to it. We're not 100% done with Artisan World, but we're going to just go ahead and move on and then we'll come back. Yeah. We're going to Ballooninator. Hello, Marco the balloonist.
I see you've been busy rescuing dragons, Spyro.
Yeah, fun fact. He wasn't actually voiced in the original Spyro 1. I guess they decided to give him a voice because everybody else was getting different voices.
You may travel to the Peacekeeper's world if you like. Are you ready to go?
Well, apparently not, no.
Come on, Spyro.
Boom. Achievement. Entering Peacekeeper's world. Nice. World 2, here we are. Eventually. Well, the screen's kind of long. All right, Peacekeeper's world, here we come.